Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Bethany, hello. If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat. I know that Debbie's sale is right now in case anyone needs to pop over there. I was working on a a book. I made a chipboard, super sturdy cover. And it cracked because the paper that I used was a 110-pound index, so it was not super bendy, and it just cracked. It didn't crack this much. I just ended up pulling it apart. So I'm trying to figure out how to redo this. I figure if I'm live, then I won't spend money either. Mostly. I thank you for letting me know. So I was just, in case you are a content creator who is interested in the changes, a YouTube content creator who's interested in the changes about watch hours and how that can impact the the monetization goals. That's what I was thinking I might talk about if anyone came in and was interested in talking about that. But otherwise, I am going to be working on a couple of projects. I'm working on my Peanuts, the Great Pumpkin journal, and then also working on my solar system journal today. Hi, Gavin. Hi, Karen. Karen, are you in the witness relocation program today? So the other day I took apart the Solar System Little Golden Book. So it's in here in pieces. And I think today I'm going to be sewing it together. Maybe making some pockets. So Anna, that's a great question because I had stopped making videos for about 3 years or so, maybe more. And during that time, very little watch hours. But since I just rebooted in, let's see, I just rebooted in March, I think March, late February or early March. And it took a little while for me to get some traction, but I think I'm at 1,300 watch hours, and it's a year. So it's not a calendar year. It's like a rotating year. And the more content you put out, the more watch hours you get, or if people are interested in your content. So I that's really all I know. And so I do have a goal to get to 4,000 hours by the end of the year, which at the rate that I'm accruing, it's kind of exponential. Are those words? I think I'll make it, but and I'm not really even sure how I'm going to use it. It was just a goal that I kind of set for myself a few months ago before they said, hey, we're changing everything in February, and now it's going to be double the amount that you need to get to. So I'm just kind of working towards that goal myself, and I think I was trying to problem solve, or not problem solve, but brainstorm about how me and some of the other creators who are in the craft community who are making YouTube videos could support each other. I mean, we already have an incredibly supportive community. And I was thinking that I was going to make a list and just like put it on my community tab, like, hey, these folks are trying to get there, that sort of thing. Hello, thanks for being here. Thank you so much. I told almost all my secrets in the interview. Lindy, hello, welcome in. Let's see here. So here's the book that I pulled apart. I think that when I was actually heating up this book is when I lost, when the stream abruptly stopped and everything seemed fine on my end. So I'm not sure if, I guess there's a chance I could have just overheated it, my phone, because it could have been started out hot. And it could have gotten hotter from just all of the heat because I used the real craft heat tool instead of the Ranger one. But anyway, then I just popped back on. But now I have my covers. I have my signatures. So all I have to do now is get a spine together and start sewing my signatures to it. So I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that yet. I usually do a 2-inch spine out of cardstock and Tyvek. So that might be what I grab in just a minute here. Let me catch up with the chat. So I really thought that I was just going to work on the Great Pumpkin today, but then when when the book or the cover that I made fell apart, I was kind of disappointed. So, but if we can get this sewn together, I might get there. I do, let's see. I do love Snoopy a lot, though. I'm going to grab cardstock and Tyvek. It'll take me 1 second. I'm looking around for my this thing. Hi, Christina. Welcome in. I'm making a spine to sew in my signatures for my little golden book journal. So I need a piece that is 8 inches by 3 inches. So just going to cut this down to make it easier. This has a folded piece on the other side, so I'm going to get rid of that. Just cut it down to 3. And let's see. It's close enough. Three. The 8. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. I did some thrifting this morning. I just moved this and I needed it again. I found some old Elvis trading cards, but they were from the 90s. I think 92 or 93, and they were by some company that Boxcar, which apparently is owned by Don Russ. I don't even like Elvis personally, but I do make those little mixes of trading cards, old trading cards from the 80s. And recently I've come across some Charlie's Angels and Good Times ones. So I thought I would add them with that. So next I glue. Wait, where'd the Tyvek go? Y'all, I'm all over the place. Is this not it? Seems right? I got this. For Tyvek, I usually use glue stick, and then I just use wet glue around the edges. Now, the edges, it's all going to be sewn to the signatures as well. So it's a little extra probably. But that's how I do. Judy! Judy, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing good today. Just working on my solar system journal. And I am open to talking about watch hours if you're a creator, a video creator here on YouTube. Let's see. Now I need my scoreboard. Oh, I forgot to put the other glue. Sure, it'll be fine. Not too worried about it. What time zone is everyone in? I am in Mountain, so it's kind of late afternoon here. It's 3. So before I worry about dinner and after I ate my lunch, but I do have an iced coffee and I have some sugar-free peach lemonade. They're both delicious. So did anybody see my interview with Hazel the other day? Okay, so for the little golden book spines, I do a 3-inch piece of cardstock, 3-inch by 8, which is, the height. And I back it with Tyvek, and it's just one of those mailing envelopes. One of the people that I source from sends me stuff in, within a box inside the envelopes to keep them safe. So I have a bunch of them. And let's see here. And so now I'm going to put 3 signatures in the journal. So I want to have 3 evenly spaced segments here. So I'm going to start in the middle because that's where I'm going to put the middle signature. So that's at 1.5. And my cardstock is really thick. It's 110-pound exact index. So really kind of work at it at this point, and kind of have to move through the Tyvek as well. And then I'll do one a 1/2 inch on either side. 1/2 inch? Checking my math. Yes. So essentially 1, 1.5, and 2. All right, Lindy. If you are up in the lounge having a drink, welcome. Thank you also for being here. Thanks, Judy. I was worried about it, but also not worried about it. You never know. And I told only some of my secrets, so that's good. Excuse me. All right, so now I have the score marks that I need. Set my scoreboard aside. Always have to keep this in here or I'll lose it. So I'm going to set the front cover and back cover aside, and also the spine strip. And I need some clips. One, two. And I have, oh, there it is. It was right in front of the entire time. I keep my binding kit stuff in here. Oh, I also keep clips in here. I didn't have to go over there to get them, but so my thing is using this purple thread on like every book I bind. I imagine there might be a time when I don't use it. But let's find a good needle. Oops, sorry. Sorry. That out of the way, and that out of the way, this thing out of the way. I don't know that I'll ever need a binding needle that's this long. But I have one, just in case. This one looks straight. Some of them are curved. They're curved in weird ways, and I don't do fancy bindings, so. I'm going to start with my middle signature, and for me that's generally the one that has the plastic over it, the plastic trading card sleeve. Before I actually sew, I take one last look through the signature. I make sure that anything with an orientation is in the correct orientation, like this trading sleeve. And oftentimes I will have pieces in the signature that I want to kind of hover. Sometimes things that are not as wide as this. And depending on how much it matters to me at the moment, a lot of times I just hold them together and maybe they slip and maybe they don't. And other times I will take like a washi tape or a low tack tape. I use the scrapbook.com mint tape a lot and just kind of glue it. I'll kind of see where I want it to be centered, north and south, and place a little bit of tape over here so it kind of stays in place. Okay. I've been trying a couple different things. I kind of modified the way I do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I do a 4-hole, 3-hole pamphlet stitch now. The giant ones, Judy. I have some of those too. It depends on how thick my stuff is. Excuse me. And so, clip, clip. Let's see here. This plastic sleeve is a little tough to get through, so sometimes it takes me an extra moment. What I've been doing lately is doing the 3 holes, and then I do the middle, but I put another one about 1 centimeter away from it. And instead of coming back up the middle hole in the same spot, I just come up right next to it. And it seems to be working fairly well at the moment. So I'll go in the middle. Usually do about 1 inch away from the top and the bottom. And like I said, if I'm going to do that modified way, then I'll find that middle hole and I'll just put one kind of right next to it. Just making sure that I don't put it so close that it makes one giant hole. Now I'm going to take my spine piece, and the reason that I used the scoreboard is because I want to just kind of set it right into that middle piece, or that middle score mark. If you're following along and doing something like this, I like to put the plain part of the cardstock facing the signatures, because that's what you're going to see in the book between the signatures. And this part with the information on it from the envelope, I'm actually going to cover up with something else, whether that's fabric or cardstock. Lindy, we missed you. Did you bring us treats? 1, 2. So when you do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, or whatever this thing is that I'm doing, you want to use about 3 times the height of your book. It is, I really think it's 2.5, but 3 seems to be easier to gauge. So, and at this point I would decide whether I want to come in from the front or the back. I suddenly realized just this moment that I didn't poke the holes in that spine piece, but I think it'll be okay. Come on. So yeah, I am going to be reaching out to some of the content creators that I know are working towards that 4,000 hour goal. And I mean, I really feel like with the community that we have here, you know, I'm just going to make a list and let people know who they are. But we could also, you know, potentially do some sort of events or something that that people can opt into, and people can opt in to watch if they want to. Let's see. It's hard to see the holes on this black part of the paper. There and there, right? Yep. Yep. No. Huh. It's not liking it. I think it's the Tyvek. This Tyvek is just causing it to stop. Okay. Yeah, I was saying a little earlier that I was already going to work my way towards those numbers, but I really did kind of panic when I saw that the numbers were going up. I'm making another hole. Don't tell anybody, because it's not even. There we go. And I thought, well, there are people who have maybe less watch hours than I do, you know, for the time period, and might also want some support. Okay. So now I've got those two pieces of thread on one on either side of that middle piece there. So I probably should unthread the needle. Yeah, see how much extra there is? Seems unnecessary. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a knot. I try to do a square knot when I remember, but then sometimes I think I do a square knot and I don't remember how to do it. So, and the square knot is like this, and then like this. Huh. No. I do have playlists, Judy. Thank you. I'm trying to, you know, make. I don't think there's anyone out there who probably watched every single one of my videos except maybe Ronnie D. But I'm just trying to make new content, you know, to keep it interesting. And let's see. Okay, so that one seems good. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, so I have my middle signature onto my spine. I call it the spine strip or spine piece. So now I just need to remember when I'm doing the other two to put them in the correct orientation as well. Well, we have to get to 1,000 then, Lindy. Let's see. Okay, here's the next one. I'm going to do another, like a flip through of this one as well. Okay, so now I'm going to, I just did a quick flip through of all of my pages to make sure that they were all in the right order or, you know, facing the right direction. And let's see, let's make this more light. There we go. Now I'm going to sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this one and make sure that this signature is in the same orientation as this one. And the reason I have these three, I made those 3 score marks is so this can just kind of fit easily and I can kind of have a feel for where it needs to go, whether I can see it or not. Then I take my clips at this point and I clip the signature that I already sewed in to this one that I'm putting in. So Something like that. And Brenda, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a good day today. I don't know what time zone you are in. I don't know what time zone I am in most of the time. But thanks for being here. I know it's starting to be dinner time in some places, so. All right. Southwest Indiana. So I just made an extra hole right next to this other hole because it didn't line up right. And if I were trying to sell this, I might panic a little bit, and then eventually cover it up, but somehow. But it's fine. I'm going to try 2.5 times the amount of thread. Oh, that's awesome, Judy. 2.5. Hey, look, you guys are neighbors. Oh, is that another one of those states? Idaho is like that as well. It is Pacific time zone in like the Panhandle top part of the state, and then Mountain time zone where in Boise where I am. All right. Let's do it this way. I had to pull it off the table so I could put it right next to my face to see where that was. Meeting neighbors in the chat. Thanks everyone for being here. I see you back there in the lounge. I appreciate you hanging out, even if you don't want to chat in the chat. Let's see. Oh, this is really crooked. That's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Your best Eeyore voice say it'll be fine. Let's see. Wow. Is that a pretty big place, though? Seems like that would be a big organization. They're probably besties. Okay. All right. Ooh, what's Holiday World? Oh, is that used to be Christmas? Not Santa's Village. What was it called? What was Holiday World called before? Because I have some old tickets from there. Okay. Just gonna double check my orientation here. Looks good. Santa Claus Land, that's right. Yeah, I have some old, like, passes and brochures from there, vintage ones. I don't know when they changed their name. Okay. So now I'm going to fit this into the groove that I made. Also, Barb, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Good to see ya. Okay. Let's see if I could get this right. Okay. And this one. That's right. Yeah, yeah. That might be off a little bit. So I've been talking about getting a regular schedule together for doing lives. I've also was talking to Miss J about us doing a live together, like a regular scheduled one. But, you know, she has a busy family and I have to, hockey season starts soon. So, like the summer concerts are coming to an end, but hockey season is coming up. So I want to do something where it's not too late in the day so I can catch most of the hockey without having to adjust the live schedule. Because we have priorities. I mean, obviously I'm crafting while I'm watching hockey, but that's a little different. One more. Excuse me. Angela, what's going on, girl? How are ya? Thanks for being here. Everyone hydrate. So now's the point in the live stream where I get the sniffles. All right, we almost have a book. This one seems to be loose, but these pages aren't going anywhere. I didn't read this little golden book before I started it, but it is in order if he wants to read it. I wonder if those Polaroid stickers fit in here. I should probably put my needle away before I move on to the next step. Oops. Sorry about the glare. Let's see here. So I do have some of these trading cards. I'm just going to open up, put in here. And let's see if these fit. These are those journals say look like Polaroid stickers. This one's really, they're like, I don't think this turned out right. Like, we'll just pretend it's the Milky Way. They do fit. That's good, because I wasn't sure what I was going to put in here. I'll just put 4 for now. And at some point, I will open this thing. Yeah, it's not going to fit. So, has anybody watched The Pit? We've been watching The Pit. I had no idea Noah Wyle was still acting and that he was a very attractive old man now. Which show are you catching up on, Angela? What crafting did you do? Tell us all the details. Where did I put my cover? Let's put this stuff away first. Yeah. I can't remember what it, maybe? No, it might be on Max, HBO. Oh, wait. Those don't go in there. Just see how many things I can shove in this little bag. Let's see. I will find you. Oh, okay. I'll check it out later. What else were we watching on Max? I can't remember. Oh, is that where the Little House reboot is? We were watching that recently too. All right. Trying to figure out how I'm going to find this. So usually what I do with Little Golden Book is I either take the Tyvek and paper and it's pulled apart and I shove it in between. But I also just staple them either on the inside or the outside. And then I cover it with either fabric or another piece of cardstock. Catching up on the Gilded. I watched, I think, the first 2 seasons of the Gilded Age. Or maybe not even that far. Maybe I made it halfway into season 2. And I never really watched ER. Oh. When you get to the part in the pit where he talks about going to Head Smashed in Buffalo Jump, that's near you. I'm still on season 1. I think we're at like part 10. Apparently there are 15 episodes in the first season. So pretty good so far. I just do a lot of only listening and putting my phone up in front of my face or my project up in front of my face so I don't see what they're actually doing on the screen, because, yeah. No thanks. I have to go get my stapler. Let's see. Yeah. There's a lot of things on that show that are gross that we could talk about if you want, but that's okay. I'm going to go get my long reach stapler. It's going to take me like 45 seconds. I forgot to text you.
My webcam is here.
My webcam just arrived. I'm gonna open it after though. Let's see. So when I do this way, I either staple this cardstock on the front or on the back, like the outside or the inside. Either way, sometimes there's a weird gap. Oh, Bethany, I saw. So the first episode, I wasn't really into it, but by the second one, the second episode of that, I was like, yeah, I was enjoying it and the characters. So it's pretty funny. I liked Big Bang Theory a lot also. All right. Thinking. Just thinking. That to the side. I just realized I need to do this the other way. So I can actually see where I'm stapling. This thing is long, though. I mean, I know it's a long reach stapler, but you need like an entire table for this machine. Let's do this down here. Whatever happens, I don't want the cover to fall off, if you can't tell. Oh. All right. Try again with this one. A long reach stapler also comes in handy for just making like single signatures. It makes this noise all the time. Sometimes I walk past it, it's on my cart, and it'll just start making this noise. What is my brilliant career? Hi, Sean. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Just hanging out, working on the entire solar system. So the air quality was almost green today. It's been really bad here. I think I'm ready to find a cover. I couldn't find any black or, I don't know, fabric that looked solar system-y. I don't know what that means. It's like, I would have known it had I seen it, but I didn't see it. Thanks, Sean. It's generally always the same for every single one, but I feel like the more I do them, the quicker they go. And so I still like them. I still like, to give a little golden book. So I may tire of them one day. Oh, I found one today at the thrift store. Check it out. Sesame Street. What's up in the attic? When I read it, I was like, what's up in the attic? But I don't think it's that way. I think they mean like up there in the attic. But it, I love the Sesame Street. And then Angela is doing, is it Angela the Traveling Crafter is doing a Sesame Street themed month. I also have this one that I pulled out of my Teletales. And I had this one when I was a kid. This is not my copy, but I had this one maybe it was when my brothers were kids. It says 1976, so it could have been me. But it is just amazing. If you don't know this particular book, it really is like a guidebook on how to be a Grouch. And look at how cute that is. What? So, I love this one. The shark book that is advertised on the back of my book. This one? Sharks. Yeah, there are a lot of this is a contemporary one. There are a lot of contemporary ones that little golden book makes. Let's see. Yeah, I just finished the one Betty White. I'm almost done with the second one. I have I think it's two Prince and one Elton John that I'm doing. And then Ronnie sent me a Lucille Ball, but I can't figure out quite what I would put in there. I would probably have to get another one of those kind of retrospective. I could do it in reds, right? That would be good. But I would want to get some of those photos of her when she was before the I Love Lucy, because she was a stunner. Okay, I think I'm just going to do black cardstock for now, and then I can add to it or add on top of it later. Let's see what I got. Yes, that's a good one. And there's a second one called, there's a different monster at the end of this book or something like that? Now I have to, today at the thrift store too, I got a giant box. So it was like 4 foot by 6 inches by 6 inches or something, but it had a ton of different bulletin board strips, like the bulletin board decorations for classroom. And that it did have some solar system ones in it, so I'm going to use those as use some of that as belly bands in here and as pockets. But it was it was marked at $6, but then the tag was 99 cents today, so I got it. So I'm really excited about that. Another monster at the end of this book. Okay. Next, I'm going to grab cardstock for this guy. Before I go to the black one, I thought, this is very plummy. Let me see. Maybe this one? No, that's the wrong way. Okay. I think we're in the right direction. Maybe this one or this one. It's too bright. Yeah. Seems close. Figure out what to do with this guy. There we go. This one goes on this side. Just going to glue this down. I try not to cover up any of the text. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way though. So yeah, I'm very excited that my new webcam is here. So I'll probably test it out tomorrow at some point. I am using my phone right now. I use my phone to do all of my videos. And I really just wanted a webcam that I could just leave attached to the tripod, so that I could easily, kind of decide to go live, and there wouldn't be a lot of prep that I needed to do. There's our golden spine. Gonna cut that off a little. Oh, I'll do that later. Wait until this is dry. And the back side. Being a little reckless with the glue. Oh, nope. Wrong way. Nope, right way. Let's see here. That looks a little crooked. So the sage is blooming. Blooming? Does sage bloom? It is out. And sage and juniper really kick my butt. Okay, I need 8 by 3. of it should be a little more. I'm going to do 8 by 3 1/4 to start with, in case, just in case. I'm going to take the book, I'm going to open it to the middle of the signature. Just going to take a look here. So this is the one point where I feel like maybe using a Fabri-Tac might be better. But I'll use glue stick and art glitter glue. They've been working out fine, but I still feel like the Fabri-Tac, well, first, I feel like it's way more toxic than the other glues, probably just because of the smell. But because the art glitter glue has the sticker on it now for whatever the thing is in California. But I feel like Fabri-Tac would attach better to maybe the Tyvek. So I'll probably start with, I'm going to cut this down just a tiny bit more from the top. Just taking a tiny sliver off here. You can't see it though. Oh, now it feels too short. Y'all, I did not. I totally did. Okay, let's clean this up first. Let's see. It's already a little too tall. I'm going to clean up the Tyvek at this end point right here. And probably out of frame, but sorry. Other way. And the other way. All right, a go on this side too, maybe. I'm right next to the tripod, so. I should probably be using a craft knife. Oh yeah, thanks Brenda. Jay says a thumbs up is the best, what did she say? Thumbs up is the best compliment that you can give. Okay, it's still too short, so don't let me cut it down again. That way. You guys have one job. Okay, 3 1/4, right? 3 1/4. And 1/2 inch. 8 by 3 1/4. It doesn't look like it's that much bigger, but it is so much taller. I don't even know if you can see that. All right. Glue it down. Oh, okay, I got it. I was trying to think of the best way to do this. I am going to slather this glue stick all over the place. It will stay tacky for a while. And then I'm going to try to slowly start at one end with the art glitter glue and wind it around. Okay. Take the lid off. Okay, let's see. I'm sure you can't see what I'm doing. And one line just down the edge. And one line just down this edge. The thing about art glitter glue is that it dries really quick. So, going to try no, not that quick. I also don't want it to glue down immediately and then crack. Just trying to move this fine just a little bit. I'm going to work this middle parts down. Put the cap back on the glue. So this is where I was talking about. You can see the spine piece in between the signatures. Okay. Does not want to stay. So I'm going to set this down and let it lay flat while it dries. I'm using the end of my scissors like a bone folder. Thanks, Sean. I like them a lot. Wait, where am I? Where'd it go? There we go. Right there. All right. So maybe that's going to stay. So in the next, this is a project that I'm working on throughout the different lives. I thought it'd be nice to have one project that I work on during these. And so it's always also ready if I have time. And so the next time I will be finding some trim or something to put along the spine. It could be paper embellishment. It could be like twill tape. I like twill tape for a lot of that sort of thing, just covering up seams and stuff. But I might also have some purple cheesecloth somewhere. But we'll see. So this is for my brother. I probably won't use lace for my brother, but you never know. But thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate you so much. And I will see you soon. I haven't come up with a regular live schedule yet, but I'm working on it, and I'll post it when I have it. And thank you so much if you can hit the thumb on your way out. If you haven't already, I appreciate you. And thanks to everyone in the lounge who didn't join us in the chat. I appreciate you too. Thanks, everybody.